Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Clemson Tigers. We stay this day with Polly. Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. So Clemson's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the Eagles offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Helms. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line, it's Hollins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. The inside handoff. Could be an alley. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
For the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Tigers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Murphy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit.
Makes the grab in their space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pop the draw. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Pucks it out of the air. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Breaks the tackle. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Finds his big tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Bradshaw. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. That's caught. It's Brown. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Haynes. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Quickly complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Haynes. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Collins. Could not make his way to the corner. So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Going for it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 25. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The run inside. It's Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia Southern Eagles sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Johnson looking to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hollins. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The give on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Fighting Irish, eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. And now back to your game in Death Valley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They try to pop a run on the draw. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Groves. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Past the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Here comes Clemson with another first down.
Here we go, ready. 22, 22. Ready, go.
In the red area, it's Haynes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get up.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Murphy. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Working that left side. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bradshaw. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Oh, they're after him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in a 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Right back to the well. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Hands it off on the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide open receiver. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. The Eagles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Under fire. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too.
Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Clemson set up with another 1st down. Keeps it on 1st down. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Rose. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They want that clock to run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. They'll try to get something up. And the holder, the fake, and a little shuffle. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Takes the easy one to the back. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Got his man.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here's a heat. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.